A year ago, Rangers were celebrating 8 titles on the trot. Tonight, their chase for number 9 continued after Monday turned into a day of disappointments. Hello, 2 days ago, Motherwell spoiled the party with a 2-0 win at Ibrox. The big question tonight was, could Dundee United further delay Rangers' record-equalling ambitions? Tannadice highlights coming up, and with me in the studio is 3 times a title winner with Aberdeen, Willie Miller. Let's see how the two teams lined up. Dundee United put some experience back in their side after giving a couple of young players their chance on Saturday. Jim McInally began his first match in nearly 3 months. A trio of big names missing from the Rangers starting 11. Richard Gough and Mark Hateley failed to make it. George Alberts was on the bench. In came Paul Gascoigne for his first start since January, plus Charlie Miller and Gordon Petric. The referee, Stuart Dougal. So, would Rangers, skippered by Alan McLaren tonight, get it right this time? Or would the title race go to the last Saturday? The match commentator is Jock Brown.
Dundee United start their final home match of a remarkable season, trying to spoil the party for Rangers. The story really is whether or not Rangers can get the point which would guarantee them the championship here and now. Tonight, Brian Laudrup sets off in his first 44 of the match. Good tackle back though by Andy McLaren. There goes Jury. He's very sharp indeed. And the cover was there for Dundee United. Laudrup tries again. Faced there by Presley. Now being hustled all the way by McLaren. Bjorklund's long ball. Alec Villan, you see, well forward, a former Dundee United player. And this is McKimmie. The offside flag was up on the near side against Gary McSwiggan. Gary McSwiggan appeared to realise that. He stepped back very swift. The former Rangers player, an amazing combination here of players who've played for both clubs. The managers have played for opposing clubs. Well, as ever in these matches, interesting tactical confrontation as Jury sends in the long shot, skidding off the wet surface. Steve Dykstra made that look difficult. Not very quick going down the big keeper this time. The ball skidding over the surface. Did enough though, the keeper. McKimmie supporting the header. He's just played towards Olofsson. Good running by McSwiggan. He's quick enough. Chance now to be played in by McKimmie. It's too high for McLaren. Good defending by McLaren. Alan McLaren beating Andy McLaren for the high ball. Good movement though from McSwiggan. He is very quick indeed, and Dibble did well to get a hand to that. McKimmie was supporting. The battle of McLaren's won by the Rangers man. The away was by Jury. Laudrup chased all the way by Pedersen. He really does warm to the task, Pedersen. The better the opponent, the more he rises to the occasion. Movement offered by Miller in the inside left channel. Bjorklund can't find him. Now he can. McInally doing the closing down job, which he does so well for Dundee United. Miller's cross is a good one. That hits Laudrup. It's a classic from Laudrup. 11 minutes of the first half gone. Laudrup brings the stadium alight with a glorious goal. It's a terrific delivery this from Charlie Miller with his left foot. Laudrup coming at this with real pace and power, and Dykstra had the chance. Across the bows of his marker, Laudrup. No answer to that at all. Well, Laudrup's scoring record this season is truly remarkable. 20 he scored, that's more than he scored in both his opening seasons put together. Miller losing out to McLaren. Zetterland. United enjoying some possession in the Rangers half now. There's delightful play again from Gascoigne. good. Now Jury, Robertson's well forward, taking that on the run. Now Moore. Cleland. Good closing down work there by Perry. For a fine attack from Rangers, lots of imagination. Well, it was Robertson's intrusion which made all the difference there. He played that across, and Craig Moore had the presence of mind to let that run to Cleland. Look how quickly Perry got across. Great effort by Miller and a magnificent save. What an incredible volley, and the reactions of Steve Dykstra were truly remarkable here. This is great football. The clearance reaching Charlie Miller, that was going right until it was touched over by Dykstra. In the central defence, losing out to Charlie Miller. That's for Laudrup. He's onside. Chance for the second. No one better in this situation. No. And it's rescued there inside the 6-yard box by Pedersen. A remarkable miss by Laudrup. Looked very close to offside here. He must have been banging line. The linesman let that run. He stepped away there, keeper, then from Pedersen initially, but the dressy little defender made 2 good blocks. Dykstra under severe pressure there from Jury. Free kick it is to United. No relief for Dundee United, but again showing the damage which can be from one error in control by McKimmie, losing out there to Charlie Miller. Laudrup looked suspiciously, but this looked to be a foregone conclusion until Pedersen made 2 blocks. On the far side is Perry. McKinnon worked down from the back by Craig Moore, and he too will be yellow carded. Consistency demonstrated there by the referee, having booked Zetterlund. It was inevitable he would have to do the same to Moore. Well, a hacking, careless tackle that by Moore. Stuart McKimmie winning free, playing in central defence. The covering player for Presley, who's looking after Gordon Jury. Pedersen is on Laudrup. It's McInally with a very ambitious attempt, which was deflected. It's a corner kick. Presley hovering at the edge of the area. Perry is also in there. John Perry's jersey was clearly held by Moore. The referee didn't see that. It would have been a penalty otherwise, even although Perry had no chance of reaching the ball. McKinnon forward for Perry. That's good play. McInally. McSwigan. Chance for Presley. Good goalkeeping with Andy Dibble. And now the counter-attack is on with Laudrup leading the charge for Rangers. There's no offside here. Jury timed that perfectly. Robertson waits in the middle with Cleland. The 2 fullbacks are there. So too was Stuart McKimmie for United. Laudrup again. Held up well by McKinnon. That's good play by McKinnon, and Laudrup. The persistent fouling, would you believe? Well, he was warned a moment or 2 ago for persistent fouling. Laudrup shows the measure of his commitment to the task tonight. The ball came across here, and Dibble made an excellent save from Presley. Well, Rangers looked dangerously that penalty kick incident. The corner kick seemed to be fairly harmless, but you can see Craig Moore taking a hold of Mark Perry's jersey. Had the referee spotted that, it would have been a penalty. The wrestling goes on, but Miller survives. Runs straight into Presley. Careless one by McKinnon. Laudrup surrounded by United defenders. This is David Robertson. Not a bad idea, that angled ball across the goal. Well, getting so well forward tonight, Robertson. Looking to add to his goal tally for the season, which so far is 5. It's good play by Laudrup. And Robertson tight, perhaps to expect someone to be coming in that far post. Perry, McInally. Good interception by McLaren. Always retained possession well. A little bit obvious though with the pass. Presley read that for United. Zetterland. McLaren. Away from Gascoigne and from Miller. Great play by McLaren. And McKinnon couldn't quite get there. It was just a shade too high for Ray McKinnon, but what delightful football from Dundee United. And from Andy McLaren in particular. Look at the way he goes away from Gascoigne. Then takes on Charlie Miller. Looks up for the cross. Saw McKinnon making the run. Very reminiscent of Laudrup when he scored. Pedersen to McLaren. And Gascoigne committing himself there quite desperately, and it's the last incident of an action-packed first half. Rangers having the edge thanks to a glorious header from Brian Laudrup with 11 minutes from a left-wing cross from Charlie Miller. It was Miller himself who pulled off a magnificent volley which brought out the save of the first half from Steve Dykstra, which prevented Rangers going 2 ahead. But United have battled back. They're right back in this game. It's very evenly poised over the piece, and the second half should be full of interest. It's Dundee United 0, Rangers 1. The Rangers may only be 45 minutes away from that landmark 9-in-a-row record-equaling run if things stay the same and United cannot come back. But certainly in the first half there were plenty of signs that Dundee United were a major threat in this game, and such is their momentum and pride that I'm convinced they'll want to have a say before the end. Rangers too look a much hungrier side than they were 2 days ago. Ibrox against Motherwell. Really stung by that result. This is Cleland now towards Moore. Forced to the corner there by McKimmie. Well played by Dykstra. 13 shutouts in 26 matches for Dundee United. Remarkable record, 1 in every 2. And he's very quickly off his line for this too. Settle any arguments. McKimmie playing it towards McKinnon. Easy header away by Petric. Here's Laudrup. Quiet in the second half so far. Jury looking for Gascoigne. Almost handball by Presley. Took his hand away at the last minute. Comes off the post and cleared by McLaren. Oh, it was great play again from Gascoigne. What a relief for Stephen Presley, who let this run to Gascoigne. Look at the way he tried to pass this into the stanchion. Dykstra totally helpless. Could have taken all the strain off. Robertson's long throw. Straight to the head of Presley. McLaren did well. Pass not so good though. Gascoigne. Well held up by Zetterland illegally. Petric has gone forward with Moore. Moore did well. He certainly wasn't far away with that. The whipped-in free kick again came from Gascoigne. It was over the head of Petric, but Moore did extremely well there. Good control from McKinney. Zetterland has options now on each side. Able to turn. Swinging goes down. A clash there inside the area with Björklund. United supporters looking hopefully towards the referee. Ball is played in. You'll see the come together here. Not a great deal in it. Gascoigne caught by Zetterland. Turns so quickly in that position, Gascoigne. He sucks in defenders and is subjected to tackles like that frequently. Pettersson made his way forward late. Clearance there by Presley. Oh, that's beautifully taken down by Laudrup. Terrific change of feet, but look at the recovery work by Pettersson. Well, it really is great defending by Pettersson against surely one of the most gifted attacking players in the British Isles at the moment. Takes that down super. Look at the change of feet here as he goes past the first man. But Pettersson knew what was coming. Now Laudrup. Once again, Gascoigne finds space in midfield. Robertson. Oh, fine effort that by David Robertson with his right foot. Dykstra made a meal of that. Well, I think this perhaps took Dykstra by surprise, coming on the right foot of Robertson, tipping just to know his body there. Terry McLean sees the humorous side of things. Gordon Wallace also. Walter Smith exchanging a few cheery words with his counterpart. McSwigan now to McLaren. Off goes McInally willingly as ever. Holds off McLaren. McSwigan's cross. But a barging inside the area. Well, the referee saw nothing wrong with that, but there was a push by Cleland on McKinnon as he went for the high ball. Very difficult for a referee to see. Well, there was a claim here for a penalty kick when this ball was played in. Watch number 2 Cleland and number 10 McKinnon. Well, just a collision, I think. Fairness to Cleland. Free kick to Rangers. The referee, Dougal, having words with McLaren, reminding him that that's a number of fouls he's committed. He won't stand for any more before the yellow card comes out. To Gascoigne, in no great hurry here. Rangers leading by 1-0. McLaren fell over. Cleland now has space. Sliced away by Presley. A corner kick to Rangers. Rangers thinking now about the second goal, which would surely guarantee the championship. Shot to Cleland and Laudrup is back to remain onside. Set up there for Miller. It's off the bar. Once again, United survive. That's the post and then the bar in the second half. Bjorklund and McSwigan in a wrestling match there. The free kick goes to Dundee United. A bit of holding in the end by Bjorklund. But there was no answer to that. Shot from Charlie Miller. He just hit this with such stunning power off the crossbar with Dykstra beaten. Perry now right back. Olsen helps it on for McSwigan. He's bundled down by McLaren. And there's going to be trouble perhaps, is there, for Charlie Miller? No, the free kick has been taken. McLaren's headed out. That's McSwigan. Very close. Well, perhaps the closest yet for Dundee United. The snapshot from Gary McSwigan. Played across there by Dolan. The header away by McLaren. Look at this. It's very close to the post. Well, that's not a pass back. Dykstra made up his mind to go and collect that, quite rightly so. That's a bad throw out. He's lucky to survive there. Charlie Miller with a shot. Well, after some excellent initial work from Dykstra. Almost wasted it completely. Look at the throw out here. Miller tried to take him on first time with this. And Gascoigne has done enough. He's arguing with the bench. He doesn't want to come off. Not pleased with this, Gascoigne. Trill wants to debate it. Walter Smith comes to the touchline, and Gascoigne turns away. Well, Derek McInnes is back to his seat. I can't recall seeing that in the past. The number 8 board was held up. Gascoigne simply waved it down. Clearly not prepared to come off. Or to drag him off, I think. Laudrup. Brought down by McKinnon. Explaining his innocence there. It's amazing how they always point to the ball and say, I got the ball, it must have been fair. In fact, it was a clear foul. They're moving inside the area for Gascoigne's free kick. Petric get up well. Such a tall, commanding figure in the box there. Scored in each of his last 2 matches against Wraith Rovers and Dunfermline, and this was almost 3 in a row for Petric. Perry's there. Still full of running. He's had an excellent season for Dundee United. That was awkward. McLaren lofts it over the bar, and now 2 changes will be made by Rangers. This was such an awkward ball for Alan McLaren. We're very happy to see that go to safety. Still no Rangers subs on. The players on the field don't want to come off. That tells you a great deal about their attitude to this championship. Rangers attacking that ball, 3 of them going for the same one. They were effective enough to get it. And here's Jury now to Gascoigne. The pass miscued. And this time, Gascoigne is going to come off, or he's going to have to. Still not happy. Turning away from the bench. He knows perfectly well it's his number that's held up. And this time he's going to go to a special ovation. All to himself, I suspect. That's why he's been brought up early, I'm sure. Walter Smith wants him to get this acclaim. McCoist and McInnes go on. It's Laudrup who's come off with Gascoigne. They both get a terrific reception. An emotional occasion again. The 2-star men, it's no secret, that's the view taken everywhere. They're the 2 key men in this Rangers side, Gascoigne and Laudrup. They're withdrawn early to get that special ovation to themselves. And the Dundee United seats are emptying rapidly here. Time running out rapidly for them. Going into stoppage time now as Rangers wait to savour the moment. Walter Smith stands in dignified fashion as ever. Takes these successes with great humility, great dignity, which endears him to his colleagues in the management profession. He'll still have a little show of elation, I'm sure, when the whistle goes. The whistling around the stadium. The Rangers fans want this game to be ended. It can't be long now. Referee Stuart Dougal being looked at by so many pairs of eyes around the stadium now. That's McCoist and McInnes, the 2 subs contributing. Now Cleland. Can Rangers finish with a real flourish with a second goal? Just out of reach for McCoist. Harrison's clearance. Well, United would like to end their home effort with at least a draw. It's too late now. The moment belongs to Rangers. Walter Smith, Archie Knox and Paul Gascoigne in a huddle there. Tommy McLean extends his congratulations, but the season again belongs to Rangers. They've been good champions once again, the 9th time in a row. And Walter Smith took over in April 1991, won the championship that season, has done so every season he's been in charge, and yet, remarkably, you still have 1 or 2 people doubting him. But the celebrations now begin in earnest. United leave the field respectfully. The stage is left to Rangers. The chant around the stadium is 9 in a row. And Walter Smith's reaction right on the final whistle was truly amazing. For one so normally so calm. There was the reaction. The man who's won the title again. So on the pitch, Richard Gough has joined the celebrations. He's right in the middle of all that with McCoist and Gascoigne. It's the end of Gough's career at Ibrox. 10 years of relentless success. And of course, he won the championship here with Dundee United and with Walter Smith too in 1983. 9 in a row was the Rangers defender, most of them as captain. An emotional moment, and it shows you just how much this means to those Rangers players. Goran Petric wearing Goff's number 4. Goff sets off for the United States now for a new career in Kansas City. Andy Dibble too, a newcomer to the scene, but clearly sucked into all the atmosphere. The presentation will take place shortly. That's why the Rangers supporters are not leaving. They're staying here to a man. They need not be concerned with events anywhere else. They've won it all by themselves. With a good victory here at Tannadice against a solid Dundee United side. Rangers certainly over the piece, deserving the victory. Remember, after that wonderful goal from Laudrup, they then hit the post and hit the bar. Gascoigne and Miller in the second half. Steve Dykstra brought up a couple of great saves. So Rangers won this match deservedly by 1-0, and that sets up the championship presentation, which will take place in just a minute or two. Mark McFarlane on the left, Yul Craig on the right. And the Nines have been all around the stadium tonight. Who makes all the hats? Emotional times for Richard Goff, the captain. Last official occasion as a Rangers captain, and you can tell what it means to him. Totally overcome. The end of an era for Richard Goff. And he himself will go up to collect the trophy, applauded by his teammates. The presentation, the League Championship trophy to Richard Goff of Rangers. Well, I hope this might have happened a couple of days ago, but ironically back to the ground where he made his name, to Tannadice. The grace to the Dundee United players so long. Ali McCoist has been through all those championship successes, and you can see what that means to him. Paul Gascoigne too, never far away from the action, and it goes down the line of Rangers players. Derek McInnes, one of the other newcomers to the scene. Gascoigne, Goff and McCoist, 3 Rangers heroes. Well, the celebrations have only just begun, I suspect, but it's Rangers who've won the championship for the 9th time in a row, and the celebrations, you can see, will last a long time. Walter, they get sweeter all the time.
Well, it was a long time coming, that one. And I think that created an awful lot of tension, having to wait for 3 weeks before we get the opportunity to win it. And we're absolutely delighted that we've done it now. And I thought we deserved it even on the night. I thought we played well in the game, and I hit the post a few times. And, but always nervous at this stage.
Did some bother getting Paul Gascoigne off, I see?
Well, he was enjoying it. I must admit, I didn't think he would last as long as he did do. He was obviously enjoying the game, and as we all were at that stage.
Does each championship have a different character of its own?
Well, each one has a different one, but this one has maybe a great deal more significance than most, because it meant us equalling Celtic's record. I had won 5 championships before that, and if I hadn't won that one, I would have been the person who would have lost the 9 in a row. So that was a big
It'll have more pressure for you this time?
Well, it was a bit more pressure all during the season, and I think that was evident, you know, in a lot of things that happened throughout the year.
Richard Goff. Richard. Congratulations, well done. Richard, it seemed to be very emotional for you at the end, was it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'll... the one thing I'm going to miss is the fantastic support, you know? unfortunately I couldn't play. My calf had really tightened up from Monday's game. I spoke to the manager and we were obviously worried about Saturday, going to Saturday, but I'm just glad we never needed to go to Saturday.
Have your thoughts gone back at all to the time when your career in Scotland began, right here?
Yeah, well, I saw Jim McLean before the game, and the two of them were sitting together, and I blame them for bringing me into Scottish football, but he wished me all the best. It's great. What a place to win it for me as well. It's fantastic.
Is this particularly special, the 9th for you?
Ironic, but I mean, 9 titles. I just hope the club can go on and get 10, but it's something that, you know, will never be done again, Jock, I don't think. And the people I'm going to miss is the support from me. I'll miss them more than anything, as well as all the players.
And will that be soon? Are you going to leave for the States shortly?
I'll leave tomorrow morning now, and it's a big part of my life gone, but we've got to start afresh, you know?
Good luck to you there. Well done here. You'll never be forgotten for this.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
All the best. Well done, sir.
And that's a Premier table that makes happy viewing tonight for Rangers fans. They've had to wait for it, but it's now official. 9 titles in a row. Willie, an amazing achievement for Rangers.
It is an amazing achievement. A lot of people said it wouldn't be done again. You hear Richard Gough saying it wouldn't be done again. It has been equalled, and now Rangers will be looking to better that and go one better and make it 10 in a row next season. And Celtic have got that to live up to, and I know it's towards the end of this season, but even now I'm sure both camps are looking towards next season and the big one, whether it can be bettered or whether Celtic can come back and win a championship.
Let's look at the goal that settled it. Brian Laudrup scored some amazing goals, but not too many like this, I don't think.
No, I wouldn't think you would see Brian Laudrup doing that on too many occasions. It's a different side of Laudrup. It is a tremendous cross in from Charlie Miller. I think that has got to be said. He gets round it, lovely left foot cross. But you see Laudrup here up, being brave, taking the knocks, tremendous header into the top corner. And really, when you see it from this angle, there's no stopping that one. It's a bullet header, and Dykstra has no chance at all.
Now, there are big question marks about whether Paul Gascoigne will remain at Ibrox. He has another year in his contract to run. Do you think he'll stay there much longer? Because there is the off-field antics to put against his undoubted ability.
Well, the problem with Paul Gascoigne, as we know, is there's two sides to Paul Gascoigne. There's the brilliant player side of things, and there's the problems that he creates off the park for him. We see an instance here of his brilliance, taking the ball up to Presley. There's only one thing in his mind there. He knows where he's going to play that pass, or the shot, whatever you want to call it. He knows that there is a gap there. Dykstra is well beaten, and really that should be a goal. That's the brilliance of Paul Gascoigne.
And here's the attempted substitution. He wasn't too keen to come off.
Well, I suppose you could say this is the other side of Paul Gascoigne, where he doesn't want to come off. It's understandable, though, because, you know, it is a big night for him. Obviously, David Dodds getting the blame of the situation there, but it is a big night for players. They want to play in the big stage. Paul Gascoigne is a big-time player, and he wants to be there. He wants to be on right at the finish. I still don't think he was too happy being eventually substituted, but he wanted to stay in that part. He wanted to contribute. So that's the other side of Paul Gascoigne.
Do you see a big turnaround of Rangers players in the close season?
I think it's difficult to say. I think they will strengthen their side. They've obviously got to. There's a big question mark now that Richard Gough is gone, whether they'll be looking for a replacement for him, or whether they think Alan McLaren can take over that mantle. He was skipper tonight. He did very well. The back three looked pretty solid.
An emotional night for Richard Gough, wasn't it?
It is. You know, he's done everything in the Scottish game. He's had a tremendous career with Walter Smith and Rangers. And that picture for me tells a story, what it means for Richard Gough to be leaving Scottish football. He's done everything. He's now turning his back in Scotland after achieving everything. But it means a lot to him. It is an emotional night for him.
These are maybe worrying pictures for Celtic and the rest in Scottish football. What can they do to respond?
Well, that's what it's all about, is that League Championship trophy. What they can do to respond, well, Celtic have got their problems again. They did have a bit of stability with Tommy Burns, but the powers that be have decided to change that. Obviously, the only thing that's of interest to Celtic supporters, to the people who run Celtic Football Club, is the League Championship. But they've got to get it sorted out. I don't think they can dwindle on it. They've got to make their mind up. They've got a new situation where they want a general manager and a coach. They've now got to go out and appoint the right men.
People take a lot for granted when things are going well, as they are at Rangers, but obviously the part played by Walter Smith is a huge part.
I think the importance of David Murray and Walter Smith at Rangers is a huge part of their success. I really do think you need stability at the top. David Murray gives that to Rangers, and Walter Smith has given it as manager. And other clubs have got to look for that stability. I think Celtic have got to look for that, as do every other club in Scotland.
And just briefly, Rangers' priorities to shift a little bit towards Europe and away from domestic?
I think it'll always be they want to win the championship. I think primarily that's an important thing. But yeah, I mean, they've always stated that it's their ambition to do well in Europe. And to be quite frank, over the 10 years of dominance in Scottish football, they haven't done that. I think they've really got to put a team together that's going to take Scotland into Europe, and they do us proud. OK, thanks, Willie.
There were a few other games played tonight. Let's have a look at other results. Well, Celtic against Kilmarnock finished in a goalless draw. With Rangers winning, it didn't matter much in terms of the championship, but that's a useful point tonight for Kilmarnock at Celtic Park. It gives them encouragement in terms of avoiding the playoff place. One match played in the English Premiership tonight. It finished Leicester City 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, and that's a boost to Leicester. In fact, that's them mathematically safe now from the drop. The first leg of the UEFA Cup final was played tonight in Germany. It finished Schalke 1, Inter Milan 0. That one